Hi guys, this is Avinash and you are welcome to my another video, and today in this video we will learn how to create a autocomplete search bar using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. In this search bar, if I start typing anything, let me write how, and you can see it will display the related search term. If I write something else, if I write S, so it will give all the search terms related to this keyword. And let me add anything else here. You can see it is giving two search terms related to this keyword. So if I click on any one, it will add that particular search term in this search box. So it will complete this search text. We will create this autocomplete search bar using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So before starting this video, please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Now let's start this video. Here I have this folder, and in this folder you can see one HTML file, one CSS file. Let me open these files with my code editor, which is Visual Studio Code. You can use any code editor. So this is the HTML file where I have added the basic HTML structure, and this one is the CSS file. In this CSS file I have added margin padding, font family and box sizing. These CSS properties are applicable for all the HTML elements. In this HTML file, I have added this link tag that will connect the HTML and CSS file. And here I have added the title for this web page. Next, we will add some codes in the body tag. So here we will create one div with the class name search box. In this search box, we have to add one input field and one button in the horizontal line. So let's create one div with the class name row, and within this row we will add one input field. So let's add the input, and input type will be text, and with this text let me add one ID also. So the ID is input box. After that we will add the placeholder for this input box. In this placeholder we will add the text search anything. So after adding this placeholder we will add one more thing, that is autocomplete off. So this autocomplete off will turn off the feature to autocomplete your input field based on the inputs saved in your browser. After that we will add one button, and in this button let's add search. We will change it later. After adding this, let's come back to the folder and open this HTML file with any web browser. So you can see this input field and this button search. Now we will close this browser and I will open it with the Visual Studio Code extension called Live Server. So it will refresh the website automatically whenever we will add any changes in the code file. Now let me come back and we will add some CSS. So in this CSS file, first we will add the body tag. In this body we will add the background, and for this background we will add one color code, and then we will add the color that will be the text color. After that we will add the CSS for this search box. Let's copy this one, add it here. For this search box we will add the width, it will be 600 pixel. Then we will add the background, so let's add the background white, and then we will add the margin. Here we will add the margin of 200 pixel from the top, then left, right, auto and 0. So it will get equal space from the left side and right side, and at the top it will have 200 pixel space. Then we will add the border radius of 5 pixel. After adding this, we will come back, and here you can see this horizontal line in white color, and here we have the input field and search button. Next we will add the CSS for the row that we have added here. Let's copy this one and add it in this CSS file. For this row we will add display flex, align item center, then we will add some padding, 10 pixel from top and bottom and 20 pixel from left and right side. Then we have the input field like this. So here we will add input, and in this input we will add flex 1, so it will use the all space available in that row. Then we will add the height will be 50 pixel, and background we will add transparent. After that we will add the border, it will be 0, and outline also 0. Let's add the font size. So the font size will be 18 pixel, and we will change the color, that will be the text color inside this input field. Now you can see we have the height for this input field, and this search button is in the right side. So instead of this search text, we will add one icon. To add one icon, we will come to Font Awesome website. Open this website, fontawesome.com. Here you have to create one free account, then click on Kids, then click here, and here you will get one line of a script. Just copy this one and add it here in this HTML file before closing head tag. After that we can add any icon on our website. Just click on this icons, and in this search box we can search for any icon. So here we will search for magnifying glass. Let's click on the first one and copy this HTML code. Just copy and come back to the HTML file, and instead of this search we will add this icon. After adding this, come back to the website. You can see this search icon in this button. Now we have to design this button and this icon. So let's come back, and in the CSS file here we will add button. We will remove the background, so background will be transparent, then border 0 and outline 0. After that we have added the icon in this button, so write button, and here we have the class name called FA solid. Copy this, add it here. So this is for the icon. Here we will add the width for this icon, so the width will be 25 pixel, and we will change the color of this icon. Then we have to add the font size, so the icon will be large, 22 pixel, and we will add the cursor pointer. After that you can see this icon looks good. Next we will change the color for this text which is in the placeholder. Here you can see the text search anything, so we will change its color. Let's come back. Here we will add double colon placeholder and just add the color. You can see some difference in this color. Now we have designed this simple search box. We can write anything in this search box. Like this. Next we have to add some suggested keywords in this search box. So let's come back, and here we will add one div. So let's add the div with the class name result box. In this result box we will display the list of keywords that will be available for autocomplete the search. So for now let me add only two keywords. We will add UL and LI, and in this one we will add JavaScript, and let's add web development, and after that you can see these text here. So next we will add the CSS for these text. So just come back, and here we will add that class name result box, and in this result box we have added the UL. So for this UL let's add the border top. So the border top will be 1 pixel solid, and this color code, there will be one horizontal line at the top. After that we will add the padding. It will be 15 pixel and 10 pixel. In this UL we have the LI also, so let's add LI, and here we will add list style none. Then we will add the border radius, it will be 3 pixel, and here we will add the padding, it will be 15 pixel and 10 pixel. Then cursor pointer. After that you can see one horizontal line here at the bottom of this search box, and then we have the suggested keywords, and Next we will add the hover effect for these suggested search term. So let's come back, and here we will add this one and write hover. Here we will add one background color. So write background and one color code. After adding this, come back to the website. You can see the hover effect on this suggested search term. When I take cursor, the background color is changing. But right now these suggested keywords are displaying by default. So we have to hide this one, and it will be displayed based on the input that we will add in the search box. So let's come back, and here we will remove this one, and we will display the suggested search term using JavaScript. So now we will create one more file. So let me click here to create a new file, and here we will add the file name autocomplete.js. So we have created one new file which is blank right now. Next we have to link this file with the HTML file. Let's come back to the HTML file, and above this closing body tag, here we will add the script src, and in this src we will add the file name autocomplete.js. So the HTML file and the JavaScript file is now connected. Next we will add some JavaScript code here. In this one we have to create one array that will contain all the suggested search term. For that we will add let, we will add any name, available keywords. You can write anything. I'm writing available keywords equal to this, and within this one we can add any number of suggested keywords. So let me add multiple keywords here. So here we have added some suggested search term that will complete the search box. To display the search term in the search box, we have to get these elements, which is input, this result box. Here we have the ID input box, and here we have the class name result box. Let's come to the JavaScript, and here we will add const results box equal to document.querySelector.result box, because it is a class name. Then we will add the variable for the input box. Here I have added the const variable for the result box and input box. This input box is the input field where we will type the input, and this result box is the place where we will display the suggested keywords. Next we will create one function, and that will be executed when we will start typing anything in this input box. So first we will add the JavaScript, then I will explain you line by line. Here we are adding on key up. It means when we will start typing anything in this input box, then this function will be executed. Here it will create one array with the name result, and this array is empty right now, and this array will store all the filtered keyword that we have here. Here we have added these keywords in this array, and we will filter these keywords according to the input that we will add in the input box, and that filtered keyword will be stored in this result. And here we are adding input, so this input will store the value available in this input box dot value. Then we will add here we are adding if input dot length. It means input has some value, then this length will be valid. So if input has some value, then it will store this filtered data in this result, and this will filter the original array, which is the available keywords. So in this filter we will create one function that will check which keywords are similar to the input that we are writing in this input box. For that, here we will add one arrow function, and here we will add one name. Let me add keyword. This keyword will get each value one by one which is in this array, and here we will add keyword dot includes input. So this function will filter this array according to the input that we are adding in the input box. User may enter the keyword in the input field in lowercase or uppercase. So to compare that, we will change everything in the lowercase. So here we will add dot to lowercase, and we will add the same thing here in this input. First, it will convert the input value in the lowercase, and it will convert the array data in lowercase. Then it will check whether it includes the input keyword. Then it will return the filtered search term. Here we will add return. This result will have all the filtered data when we will type anything in the input field. To display this one, let me add console.log and then result. After that, we will come back to the website, and let's click here and inspect. Click on console, and if I start typing anything in this search box, we will add where. You can see here we got the search term where to learn coding online, where to learn web design. Let's type anything else. We will add how. So here we got one keyword related to how, which is how to create a website. So it is giving the filtered result. Next, we have to display this result just below this search box, and that will be displayed inside this result box. For that, we have to create another function that will display the result. So let's create that one. So here we have added this function display, and in this display we are adding this result. This result is an array that contains some search keywords, and we have to add one li tag in all search terms. For that, in that result we will add map. This map will get each data from the array, and then it will add the li at the start and li at the end, and then it will return. That returned value will be stored in this content. Now we can display this content on our web page. We have to display this content within the UL tag, which is the unordered list. So here we have the result box. Let's copy this one. Here we will add result box dot inner HTML. Then in this one, first we will add UL. Within this UL, we have to display this content. Let's copy this one and paste it here. After adding this, we have to call this function, which is display. When we will call it, then it will be displayed on our web page. And when it will be displayed, when we will start typing anything. So for typing anything in the content, we have this function. So here we will add display result. It will call this function. Now if we will start typing anything, it will display this list in this UL tag, in this result box. Let's come back, and if I type anything, you can see we got all the results here. Let's type where. We got 2 results, but here we are getting 1 comma. If I write anything else, you can see we have comma. To remove these things, let's come back. This map gives a new array, so we have to display this array as a string. To display it as a string, we will add join And if we write like this, still we will get the comma. So to replace this comma, we will add this blank quotation mark. So after adding this, let's come back, and if I start typing anything, you can see it looks good. If we click on anyone, it should be displayed inside the search box, and this one will be hidden. So again, come back to display that one. Here we have to create one more thing. In this li, we will create on click equal to select input. Then write this. Next we have to define this select input. Let's copy this one, and here at the end we will add function select input. We will add list, and in this function we will add input box dot value. We have to display that list in the input field. So here we will add list dot inner HTML. So when we will click here, it will be displayed in the input field. It is working. If I click on JavaScript, it is displaying in the input field. If I click on this last one, it is displaying in the input field. So after displaying this in the input field, we have to hide all these lists. To hide that one, let's come back, and here we will add result box dot inner HTML, and this inner HTML will be blank like this. Then it will be hidden. Let's come back, and if I type something and click on anyone, you can see that is displaying in the search box, and others search result are hidden. Next we have to add one more thing. If I start typing like this and there is no suggested keyword here, then still it is showing one horizontal line here. To hide this one, let's come back, and in this one, after calling this display, we will add one more if condition. If result dot length. Here we are adding not result length. It means there is no value in the result. Then we will add result box dot inner HTML equal to empty. Then that result box will be empty, so there will be no horizontal line. Let's come back, and if I write anything here, and you can see that horizontal line is hidden. You can see there is no horizontal line here, and if I delete everything, still it is looking good. Right now we have the limited search terms here. Suppose you have lots of search term, then this drop down will be very large. For that we have to create one scrollable box here. To make that one, let's come back, and here we have the result box, right? Let's add it here in the CSS file, and for this result box we will add maximum height. Let's add 300 pixel. Then we will add the overflow y scroll. After adding this, let's come back to the website, and if I type anything here, we have the scrollable box here. You can scroll like this if you have lots of search queries. So finally we have completed this beautiful autocomplete search bar using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. If you have any question, you can ask me in the comment section. Please like and share this video, and also subscribe my channel Easy Tutorials. Thank you so much for watching this video.